Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Congratulations on your chairmanship. I understand it's the first time a Texas senator has chaired this particular committee, the Commerce Committee, which is a very important committee in the United States of America, but a critically important committee for the state of Washington and had a long history of Washingtonians being involved in the chairmanship. So the fact that that gavel is passing to you and passing to Texas is congratulations. I do, too, want to welcome our new members, Senators Fetterman, Kim, Blunt, Rochester, Moreno, Curtis, and Sheehy to the committee. We look forward to working with all of you and the returning members. I do believe, Mr. Chairman, we did accomplish a lot working together and with our colleagues, the Shipping Reform Act, an infrastructure bill, a Chips and Science Act, and FAA reform. I'll put something in the record expanding on those accomplishments later. But I don't care whether we are in this chair or this chair. It is about the comedy of getting things done for the American people. And while I think that those bills led to economic opportunity and manufacturing resurgence in the United States, the infrastructure investment we're going to talk about today was critical to that, I believe there's more to do in driving down costs, particularly as it relates to supply chains, making sure that transportation infrastructure get those people to work that need to get to work on public transportation systems. So look forward to talking to the nominee about that. I hope that as we continue to work together in comedy, we can work out the rules of the committee. We haven't done that yet. I do think that getting paperwork in before nominees come before the committee. I think we got yours in at 6:30 Monday night, and I looked with interest this morning, the New York Times coverage of all of that, but literally it's about processing people so that everybody feels confident that we have done our review. So I hope that we will keep that. And on the rules of the committee, I hope we can work out something because I believe that the American people don't have enough confidence that we do work together. So I tried to operate working together because I want to show people that we can accomplish things that way. And very, very prideful that I think after our markup on the Chips and Science Act, you came over to me and you said, that was a good markup. And I remember that because, you know, I think we processed over 100 amendments. A lot of people would have done things differently today, try to come up with a deal and stick it in NDAA. So let's continue to grow the muscle of the Commerce Committee under your leadership, and I'll look forward to working with you on that. To this nominee, again, congratulations to you and your family on that. There's one thing the Northwest also appreciates besides the Commerce Committee. We definitely like lumberjacks. And so you will go down as a storied DOT secretary in the eyes of Washingtonians, particularly if you run up a couple of poles or do a little log rolling while you're out there in Longview, Washington. So we definitely appreciate that. Mr. Duffy, you know how important transportation is across many sectors, obviously the aviation sector being one of those, and making sure that as we continue to focus on aviation safety following the FAA bill and ANCSA, we need to make sure that we hold the FAA accountable and build a strong oversight culture. So the investments that we've made, I appreciate you saying that you would meet with the families of the MAX crashes, and I know that Michael Stuma was here in the audience today. I also want to talk about the bipartisan infrastructure bill and those projects that are so important to us growing our economy. And I think anybody here on the committee who represents a coastal state knows, or actually, for that matter, doesn't matter. If you represent a Midwestern state, it is all about getting product to where it's being exported. So this infrastructure investment is critically important, and we'll look forward to asking you questions about that. I also want to make sure that we're continuing to make the investments that the Congress has already appropriated and assigned, because obviously building resilient systems that can't be disrupted help us drive an even bigger economy in the United States of America. That's why programs like Infra, Mega, at-grade crossing elimination are some of those you and I had a chance to discuss in my office, and I look forward to asking some questions about that. I also just want to mention that as you know, people continue to discuss other appointees to the Department of Transportation. Mr. Bradbury has been nominated as one of the chief architects of the 2025 project. And we will want to know from you what you believe we should continue to move forward on in investments in transportation. I know that you have a background here and understand this, even looking at some of those issues as it relates to how do we bolster U.S. competition in the international airspace, which I very much appreciate, actually. But we have to make the investments and we have to keep forward. I want to hear your views on a Surface Transportation Act, and that is something that needs to be authorized by 2026. So making sure that we continue to make these investments will be critical to America's opportunities. So look forward, and again, congratulations to you. Welcome to your family.